Well, it's 58, blah, blah, blah. Governor's an idiot, blah, blah, blah. Nothing's open yet, 58. There we go. Look at that. These are all the places we'll never get to go because we live in California.
Well, today was the big Tuesday. He kept saying Tuesday, malls opening. Tuesday, restaurants opening.
And then he said,
No,
I never said that.
I never said that. Like
He's like when your dad says he's taking you to the zoo, and then when
Yeah.
Saturday comes, he goes, zoo?
Exactly.
I'm not taking you to the zoo.
Or even worse, he's taking you to boot camp instead. He's tricked you. We're going to Disneyland.
Today has
He takes you
been...
to like a...
She left her mic in the garage.
Look
and
at
she's
this.
Very sad.
Oh my
I'm
God.
very upset.
So she has a remote.
Every little thing is upsetting me today because it's been a bad day.
But I had a good day yesterday, so I kind of didn't think I'd have 2 in a row. Those don't come very often now.
It just feels like every single time I go to bed, I hope that it's a dream and I'll wake up going to school, and then it never happens. And I'm really emotional right now because life was really, really good, and then I got everything taken away from me. And last time I went on one of these rants, Dad cut it out of the episode, so I'm not going to talk for too much longer.
It didn't get cut out.
So it doesn't get cut out. That's all I'm
Tomorrow,
saying.
Jessie has to go to her school to clear out her locker.
She looks thrilled.
I don't want to go there because I know that I can't stay long and that everybody I care about is going to be hidden away by a mask and I'm not allowed to talk to them. So I think it's going to make things worse for me.
Maybe she'll be wrong. Maybe it'll be good for her. Maybe it's a closure. I mean, she literally left school on March 15th and hasn't been back. So maybe March 12th. Work was the 15th. Maybe that was it. Oh yeah, because your play was going up on the 13th. Oh, so I was 13th too. Was my last day. Oh, it's all starting to run together at this point.
That's why I wrote it all down.
So for me, it's been 60 days.
The show is 58. You had 2 days without a show.
Yes.
We've talked earlier on this about slowing down just so we can get our sanity back.
Yeah. Nobody wants to watch unhappy videos. Right?
Right.
All right, well, why don't we open this mystery box?
Oh, before we do, hold
Oh,
on.
there we go.
Follow me.
Oh no, where's he going?
I just realized this is so outdated. I have driven the car so much lately.
Oh.
I've been driving so much. This whole list, all of it's crossed off. It's all done. It's all
Did you show
finished.
my new bag of hair?
I've driven everywhere across town. I don't need any more goals. I've done it.
Show my new
I'm
bag
ready
of
to take
hair.
my driving test.
Yeah.
Cut my hair today.
Yeah, we got the footage.
I'm ready to hit the open road.
You'll see it in a
I added
minute.
to the board. More hair. I'll be bald by the time this is over. And Josie will be a professional hairstylist.
Okay, why don't you guys lift the table up?
Oh.
Only because I can't bend down. It'll hurt my back too much. There we go.
Then you
Now you're just heads.
How about just heads?
Okay, so Josie, reach in, grab a couple items, and put them on the table.
Grab
It's
an
the
item.
mystery box.
Oh God, there's so many things.
Just pick one. Oh, wow, you
That's
picked
a
a lot. Look at that.
I didn't know
Okay,
there were so
put it
many
up there.
items. Well, these are boots. I got two matching boots.
Hey,
They're
we
like cowgirl
picked out
boots.
little matching boots.
These
How
ones don't
cute.
match. We only
Wait,
have one
there's
of
more
each.
shoes in the boots.
Oh,
There
well,
is.
that's not good.
There's a boot in my boot.
Can you get it out? There's a shoe
We
in there.
need a, I used to use Barbies all the time. We need tweezers.
Oh, there it goes.
There. Little pink
Look
one.
at all these boots.
These match. Okay, let's see what else we get.
Barbie can operate her own boot barn.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing? A barrette? A bow? Does that have anything to do with Barbie? That's just a bow?
Sticking straight up. The person who sold me this said they were just throwing in all kinds of stuff.
Welcome to day 58.
Well, I was kind of curious to why there was a piece of paper.
Yeah, what is it?
What does it say?
Yes, Barbie.
I want to become a Barbie fan club member and receive magazines 4 times a year.
4
And
times
look,
a year.
Is this a boot that matches?
What is the
No.
date on this thing?
Wait, I'm not done yet.
1989.
Headphones?
Oh, this is a little Walkman. And I think this is
It's a scuba mask.
Yeah, in the water.
You gonna put it on your face?
Yeah, that's what it's for. Austin, pick something. What is that?
It's a Funyun.
Oh, it's a life thing.
It's a Funyun.
It does look like a Funyun. It's for the pool. Oh, what is that you got?
It's the top of a tree. And there's a
That's
piece
an
of string
interesting
too.
walkthrough. What would have possessed you to buy this so far? I'm just curious.
Well, there's so much you can do with this. She could wear it on her
here's
head.
a tennis
She could
racket.
put this in the head of the
And
Barbie
Another odd
and
boot.
make her a Pikmin.
A lot of boots.
Can I want to pick
your
one.
turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick one.
Yeah, I don't
This is
know.
very
You want in on this, Luna?
No.
This is lovely.
Oh, this is a vinyl piece. It's just a piece of vinyl.
Okay,
Yummy.
let me see.
I think it goes like a shower curtain.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is quality. What do you got? What do you got? Oh, a comb.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We're building a look here. Iconic.
I'm losing my mind if you couldn't tell.
All right. Ah, finally, a matching boot and a blue sneaker.
That's a big foot.
It's a kin. It's a boy boot, not a girl one. It's a boy boot.
He's looking in the box.
I looked in the box.
You're not supposed to look. You pick an item.
Don't look into the trap.
Well,
Pick one thing.
Okay.
He did. You don't get to pick anything else.
I'll be
Okay, I will pick one.
No, pick something out of the
No, I'm not
box.
going to. No.
Oh my
Now you
god.
pick it.
Brat. He's a brat. He is a brat.
All I saw was a lot of colors, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Another boot.
A lot of boots. Spoiler alert.
And a ski boot.
Yummy.
Pick an item.
Okay,
Don't
fine.
look.
I'm just going for the feel. Oh, that feels like another boot. I don't want a boot. I want something better.
You're a boot.
No, I want something good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's it.
What? What happened to the skateboard?
Well,
it was
that's
broken.
obviously broken. It probably was a skateboard, but it doesn't even really look like a very good skateboard.
Tennis
A
racket.
tennis racket. You can give that to Petra. She can have a lot of tennis rackets.
Who's Petra?
The
My
tennis
tennis
player.
player. Oh,
Another
another one.
tennis racket.
Oh, and binoculars.
Binoculars.
I'm gonna get the doors. Oh!
Oh,
The genie.
you-
I want the genie.
Bring the genie out.
Please, can you open the state of California, genie?
Oh, it's a tank top.
Oh, well, that's cute.
This is a cool accessory.
TikTok.
This is good.
Yeah,
This is fun.
that's good.
Look good.
Okay.
And I like this little shirt. It looks like it might be better on one of our smaller people. Skipper?
Okay.
Would that fit
Anyways,
Skipper?
you go.
I think it would fit Skipper.
I wish I had another thing for my hair.
I got more track.
Oh, yummy.
And then the little snorkel thingy.
Oh,
And a hat.
that is the dorkiest thing I've ever seen.
And a hat.
I got. Oh.
Oh, you got your wish. You got your wish there, Josie. You are looking fabulous, girl.
Can I put the other one on the side of my head?
I don't know, but you need to keep those. Those are for you.
How do I take it out?
Where'd you get that ribbon, Dinky? Did you trade your bike for it?
Put it opposite
Okay, let
this
me
way.
see. I think it's about here, but I am sitting sideways, you know.
Are they opposite
Oh,
each other?
you're perfect.
Okay, with the
Wait,
comb,
don't use
right?
our genie lamp. That's one of the
Is
best
it my
things
turn?
here.
It's my turn.
Oh, she got a lot.
It was all connected. I didn't
Oh,
know
I
I was
don't-
going
wait,
for one
wait.
thing.
She goes, wait.
Help you.
What is that?
Ah.
Oh.
Okay, so here's our trash pile.
No,
It's dead, Big Bird.
It's broke. It's
Look,
dead.
look. It'll go.
Okay, so we got 2 pairs of glasses.
Look.
Austin, you're up.
Bow.
Oh God, we got a hanger.
Oh, this is a look you got going on.
Like Punky Brewster on crack.
Definitely.
This is how to make myself stop crying.
Oh, a lot of
Oh,
good
look at
More
all
things are stuck to together. Boot, boot, mirror,
It's a thing.
this thing, and a hanger for the closet that we have. It's a good thing.
Okay.
Your turn.
Is there much left?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm doing
She's
something.
looking. You're looking.
She goes,
The bag.
she goes, I'm doing
In
something.
the way, and
It's a bag.
trash bag.
I'm doing
She's
something.
waking her nose.
She's looking.
I got 2 more hangers.
She's breaking her own rules. It's not okay. It's not okay. I got what? What is this?
What is it?
Does she,
Show it to
is
the
it like a
camera.
necklace or?
No. I think it's some sort of coconut.
Oh,
that
for the
might
palm
go with the
tree.
palm tree.
Oh.
I was worried they look like testicles.
Boot.
Ooh, a yellow boot.
So a lot of single boots.
I hope they all have matches.
This is a nice boot. Like, you can tell these are those cheap fake Barbies, but this and this, I'm really hoping on the these ones.
These are legit.
Just a pair.
These are legit.
Those are the legit ones. And we got another fake one. Oh, we got the Snicker. Okay, that's okay. Sneaker. I'm tired. Okay.
Have a Snicker. You're not you when you're hungry.
Skateboard.
Wow, what are these skateboards?
You laugh. You know that Barbie comes with the cheesiest accessories.
These accessories.
If they can make them 2D, they will.
Here's our little hairbrush, another hanger, and more trash.
I'm feeling it. This is a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. It is.
Uh-huh.
Soda.
Okay, that's kind of cute. Let's just put that right there.
Look at your daughter's head.
Oh, you have the trash.
Oh,
Lots of trash in this one.
come on, more coconuts. Come on, more coconuts. Oh.
Oh, a different shoe, yeah. Okay, this is a nice shoe.
It's a size 7.
It's like
It's made in
a
England.
this- We're hoping for a mate to that one.
Wait, I think I found it.
The same one?
I'm that good.
Oh, we did it. Bonus.
Oh, there's another shoe inside.
Something in there.
Shoeception. No, it's like a
Okay.
soap dish or
That's a good
something.
one. Put those with the good ones. Where was our good one? Okay, these are pairs.
Green.
Okay.
There was the other green boot.
Okay, I want to turn here. Y'all skipping me.
Oh!
What is it?
Oh, French fries to go with the soda. And another pair of sunglasses. And more trash. Oh, there we go. Josie's turn. What'd you get, Josie?
She got a baby sock.
So on your fingers.
This is the worst pinata ever.
Can you put it in your hair?
Okay, here we go again. Okay, I got some trash. I got some sunglasses. Oh my god. Are you laughing or crying?
Yes, both.
Both.
I can't even look at you with all that stuff. You look like a Christmas tree. You look like an emo Christmas tree.
Oh, here you go. Alright. You need to go to your room for a while? Go ahead. Get it together,
Oh,
go to your room.
it's an 80s hair curler.
Oh.
Josie, put that in your hair.
I'm putting it in her hair.
Wait, where'd the baby sock go?
Put the baby sock in her hair too. She put it in the trash, Josie. Doesn't that make the wall?
No. I need to get your roller. Start clipping.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Here's something.
You guys,
Oh, it's a little
you guys
bird.
are witnessing my mental breakdown. Like, actually. Wait, where's the baby sock? I want it.
She's got Big Bird around her ear.
Do the baby sock. Are you picking something or are you not? Are you going to get it together to pick something?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'll pick something. Where does it? I'll put it on top.
Pick something.
Oh, another skateboard.
What kind? That's not a. What is
Oh,
that?
that's one of those little toys.
A xylophone.
things. Yeah.
No, it's a tiny, tiny skateboard.
And more binoculars.
Everything's fine.
This is fine.
Everything's fine.
Oh, it's like a dumbbell. Working
Yeah,
out.
workout bodies.
Working out. That's okay. A couple
Working
plates
out.
there.
It's for working out.
I got
Oh.
this racket.
It's in his racket.
We can have a lot of tennis games.
Wait, I want something.
A knee pad.
I need
I'm
pad.
looking inside. I cheated.
This is trash.
Things are stuck inside. That's why we're not getting anything.
Look at your daughter. Look up.
Skirt.
Woohoo.
Oh my gosh, what is this for? They're short.
Shorts.
They have
That's
to be
what
like
I
the
got.
tiny dolls.
Whoop. Whoop.
Is it tennis racket?
Oh, but at least it's a different color. We'll take it. Something.
There's gonna be a
Who's gonna play that
tennis
with
tournament.
tennis?
Oh,
My
the
God.
Barbies love their tennis.
Oh, a brown one now.
Rainbow.
Oh, that's a,
There you
that's
go.
a comb.
There we go.
Okay, Austin pick
It's
something.
good how you can hear us that poopy text just kind of puts in the middle.
Yeah,
It
it
sticks.
stays.
It just stays in there. It's weird. It's like a tree.
Right? Like a tree.
Oh, right.
Green boot. Green boot's good. We got a matching one. Okay.
This isn't like there's going to be any
Other one.
single boots, which is impressive.
I know,
They all have
right?
matching pairs.
Oh, good ski boots.
Oh, God, you're still this much?
I'm so glad we're recording my mental breakdown. I just like, I don't know what happened, man. The baby song came out and
How many tennis rackets were in
I
there?
don't know. Do you have something or not?
hairbrush.
Okay. Oh, wait, I have a Brett.
I'll put it in my hair.
There we go. I got a green boot. It goes with the other green boot.
What's behind the green boot?
I'm going to go again.
Just take it. Just stop it.
Just take it.
Oh, look at these. Still Those are
Luna, you want in on this action? You want to pick something out of the
You
box?
makes me cry.
What is on your head?
Everything.
Here's the other knee pad.
Oh, another knee pad.
Here's chicken. Why is she crying?
We don't know.
Chicken.
It's just cardboard.
Wait a second. There's more of those.
Oh, I think it's some sort of silverware. Like anyone's gonna use that.
Look how tiny that stuff is.
Uh-huh. Another pair of glasses. Another random boot.
Oh, just dump it out if there's anything left.
Okay. Oh, good. Can we have another one of these?
Nope.
We're almost there.
Different
Hold
color.
on a second.
Glass. Another hanger.
What are you
Another
doing,
mirror.
Austin?
We don't know
Hold my
what's
tablet.
happening
Why
here.
can't you just take things out of the box?
It's stuck in the
In
bottom.
the ledge. It's all folded inside. Wait, be careful. Let me do it.
I got it. Don't.
I
Don't.
don't want to dump. Okay, there you go.
Oh my
It's a lot
god.
of stuff.
I didn't want to
What a
dump.
nightmare.
I'm just gonna keep
You
going.
know how
God.
gravity works, right?
Oh, the yellow boot.
Oh,
That's
thank
the one
goodness.
thing I
The
wanted
one thing
there.
she wanted, the yellow boot.
Day 58.
I don't know what that is.
Go to my hair.
Oh, a little purse. That's cute. And a
That's
boot.
vintage, right?
Yay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about this boot. It looks like it goes attached to something. Lots more sunglasses. A little slide shoe. More sunglasses.
Here, put this in your hair.
Yeah, that would be good.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
You're gonna be showering and having Barbie stuff come out of your hair for
I
weeks.
put this in here.
Another hanger. Almost to the bottom. There's stuck stuff in the little thingies that I'm trying to get out now. I think that's another cup. More sunglasses. I don't know what that is. Maybe a frisbee.
Plate.
Another purse. More barrettes.
Yes.
More sunglasses. I don't know what this is. It's broke, whatever it's supposed to be.
It's
One shoe. No idea. Another little one of those. A comb.
This is the saddest shoe I have ever seen.
I think that's supposed to be corn on the cob,
Horseshoe?
maybe?
Is that a horseshoe? And I think
what's
that
corn on
that
the
is
cob? What's corn on the cob? How'd you get that? This?
No,
is a
that
shoe.
flat thing.
This? This is not corn on the cob.
it. No.
You're a cob.
This is like a phenomenon.
Yeah, like temperature thing.
I can't see it from here.
All right, there you have
There
it.
you have it. Well, look at all these goodies.
It goes right in the trash, right?
There's good things in here.
Let me keep those. Do you want to watch what I'm keeping?
Keep all the shoes. What are you doing?
Yes, I'm keeping all of them. You don't want this.
Keeping everything in my hair.
Keep the tennis
Where's the
rackets.
baby sock? Do I still have
You-
that?
It's up there. It's up
You
top.
need lots of tennis rackets.
Okay, good.
I like
Lots of
those.
tennis rackets.
I don't want this. I'll keep this. I don't want this.
Like a Christmas
I don't want
tree.
this.
I say keep this. I like this.
This. Okay, I'll keep this.
Keep this.
All right. There's no match to that one. keep those. You like all the boots, right, Josie?
Yes.
As long as they have matches, we'll keep them. The ones that don't, go.
All right, we're gonna just head over to Josie's head here, and she's gonna end the show by tossing it to me, right?
I'm gonna toss the camera to my dad now.
Look at this. Hey, there I am. Rough day today. The computer I was working on had some issues, and I had to stop editing and all that and fix the computer. And that can really set your mood off. Anybody who does any type of editing or computer work knows if the computer's not, it's bad. The workload is tough enough without having those kinds of problems. So I got it fixed finally. In between, I'm like filming the family for the day, and we talked about it on the show. These episodes have become too much, almost. 57 in a row is a lot. 58, we did 58. This is 58, so we've done 58. So I think once we hit 60, we're going to call it good and do maybe one a week. I think that's a good schedule. I mean, if you can keep up one a week. I've done the podcast for 6 years of one episode a week, and I've only missed a few and only ran repeats, and that was mainly when I was ill and I couldn't talk, so it's not too bad. With Target, tried to go to the place we wanted to eat. It was closed. You saw the footage. So it was an interesting day. The governor comes on, and instead of telling us what he said was going to be good news, he walked it back and then said that malls weren't going to open. They were going to do curbside. And I don't understand. If everybody's going to a shopping center and standing in line for quote-unquote curbside service, which you can't get. I mean, curbside means your car is there. You know what I'm saying? The wording is all off. How is that any different than just opening the doors and letting people social distance in the stores? So that's my issue with it. And then Los Angeles sent out a press release saying they weren't going to open until August, and that sent off the warning bells for everybody. And then they had to walk that back and say, no, that's not what we meant, because you can't tell people that, because you told us at the beginning it was going to be 2 weeks, 15 days to stop the spread, and then 30 days to stop the spread, and now it's 60 days to stop the spread. And just like any teenager, I do good with a date. We all would get better with a date. So when you keep moving the goalpost, that's when people lose patience, because you set your mind to it. This is when it's going to be. Like, imagine if your parents bought you an advent calendar, and 24 days till Christmas, and then on day 24 they added 24 more days. You'd go, wait a minute, we had a deal here. So that's kind of why people are on edge. The family's on edge today. We're all on edge, and we're trying to work through it. Not getting that burrito was, I really wanted that burrito, and I know Rachel did too, because Poquito Mas has great burritos, and they weren't open even though the website said they were. So anyways, let's do a quick movie review, shall we? This is a weird one. In 1989, I turned 18. That was the year of Batman and Lethal Weapon 2 and Back to the Future 2, and a lot of really solid films came out in 89. And that was the year that I had a job, I had a car, I had a life, and I didn't have to depend on my mom to take me anywhere. And anybody who's gone through that knows, wow, there's that moment of I can go and do anything I want, and you feel so good about yourself. And what I ended up doing was I went to the movies a lot. My life didn't really change, other than I would drive myself to the movies. And I went and saw every movie. I think I've said this on the show before. I was addicted to going to the movies. Sometimes I would go twice in one day. One time, actually on more than one occasion, I went to a theater, a twin with 2 screens. And I went on one side and saw the movie, exited, paid, and went back in. And both times I did that, the person at the box office just looked at me like I was from another planet. Like, why would you come out here and pay? Why wouldn't you just walk into the next theater? I'm like, well, I can't do that. That's stealing. What if you call my mother? What if I have to look at my mother and go, look, I've stole a movie ticket. I'd rather just give you the $4.75 and go in. So I did that a lot. And I love going to the movies. It's kind of gotten bad lately, you know. Most of the movies that come out now are the same. They're all they're all superhero movies or cartoons. And I miss going to the movies for solid films, or even middle of the road pictures. They don't all have to be events. They can just be, you know, buddy comedies or romantic comedies. Movies that go straight to Netflix now, they just don't put them in theaters the way they used to. There used to be one every week. This is a strange movie. You ever seen The Two Jakes? This is the sequel to Chinatown. I just did a podcast where I talked about sequels nobody remembers, and I didn't even mention this one. This is the sequel to Chinatown. I love Chinatown. Have you ever seen Chinatown? I only seen it like 30 or 40 times. What a fantastic film noir. This is a different animal entirely. This was directed by Jack Nicholson, starring Jack Nicholson. I went and saw it, of course, because after '89, Nicholson could do no wrong after being the Joker in Batman. And then you go back as a film buff and watch Five Easy Pieces and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Going South and Barfly and Terms of Endearment and all the amazing movies that Nicholson has done in his career. This is an anomaly because it has the look and feel of Chinatown, but it's not directed by Roman Polanski, and Polanski had such a good eye for film. And the film noir, early 70s, when movies were really crackling, Godfather, Exorcist, The French Connection, Chinatown, you know. Two Jakes is a different animal. To have it so many years later, it does have some great lines in it, you know. What do you do when somebody pulls a gun? Jake Gittes goes, what everybody does, duck. Great movie. I mean, it's okay movie. Chinatown is about the water in L.A. The Two Jakes is about oil. It's him and Harvey Keitel. They each play a guy named Jake, the Two Jakes. It's got, what's her name in it from Revenge, Madeline Stowe. But no, a solid film. I enjoy most of Nicholson's films. I love A Few Good Men, even, you know, lesser stuff like Bucket List. Nicholson's always, I mean, you ever seen As Good as It Gets, the one he won one of his Oscars for? What a stellar performance. You can't go wrong with a Nicholson film. He's a fantastic actor, and the way he talks. You ever seen Carnal Knowledge? It's fantastic. So thanks for tuning in to this episode of 91 Reasons. Oh, thank you, Mr. Nicholson. Get the hell off my property. Hey, check out The Two Jakes, and check out tomorrow, episode 59, and after that, episode 60, and after that, who knows?
I want you to kill me.
Okay, what's going on here?
I'm letting Josie cut my hair because I don't really care anymore.
Have we
Desperate
learned,
times.
Have we learned anything from the Spock video? You cut
No,
the
nothing.
The
I have a
hell
lot of
video.
hair right now, so if she takes off 2 inches and messes it up, I can fix it and go even shorter
Yeah.
because it is way too long.
I'm only gonna do that much.
What is she doing, Dad? Tell me.
Yeah, go ahead. All the dead stuff.
Yeah. And if she's like screaming her
Straight
ears
across.
off. Oh my god. Okay. I think I'm more right-handed with scissors.
Oh my God. She's doing it right-handed when she's left-handed.
Fine, I'll do left-handed.
Oh, this is going to be very
Look, I
bad.
made Alec-Guinness's head.
Okay, don't bother her.
You guys are scaring me. You guys are the ones making it scary. Is that a good amount, Dad?
Oh, it's a great amount.
Okay.
Jeff, how much? 1 inch, 2 inch?
Like an inch and a half.
Oh, Mom, why haven't you started connecting these IG88 pieces?
I don't connect, I just sort.
You don't connect?
I just sort.
This is a lot harder to cut than I thought it was gonna be. When you said you had thick hair, I didn't think you meant it.
Why, you
Where do
got
you
all
think you get it
custom
from?
made. Oh, my goodness.
How's she doing, Jeff?
Oh, it looks like she's a fantastic Sam.
Okay,
Oh my God.
that's not a good sign. Your dad's screaming,
The
oh my
first
God.
cut is not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna clean it
That is a
up.
lot of hair you just cut off, Josie, in one swoop. I'm just saying.
Why don't you go all the way across first
Okay.
before you try to fix
Why?
the screw up you've done?
I get screwed up. God, you guys are so mean.
I could do this so perfect if I could see the back of my head.
Oh my god.
I know.
The real problem.
It's so sad you can't see it. But your daughter's doing a great job.
Why can't we play life in third person like a video game? Where is the end of Cecilio's shoulder? That's what I want to know.
How's she doing, Jeff?
It looks great.
It looks fine.
She's doing a fine job.
I'm doing fine.
I just want less hair to be able to color.
Oh, well, this is a Jawa. That's not part of Alec Guinness. It's pretty far from him, actually.
Okay.
Why does the Jawa get a character name, but Alec Guinness gets his real name?
Yeah.
What's Alec Guinness' name? Oh, Obi-Wan!
Zaphod Breeblebox?
Obi-Wan, okay.
Panda Boo Boo?
Are you brushing it out? Getting
This is what it's come to.
Everything's fine.
$5 as we find a beauty parlor open this weekend.
Then I go shorter and get it done right. Who
I
cares?
think you should let me go shorter.
I want a little short bob, but I'm not letting her.
No,
do
I
that.
wouldn't let her do
No, that's what
that.
I'm saying though. That's why this doesn't matter.
Today was the big day they kept saying opening details was going to be released. And that did not get released today.
Yeah, this is Luke going to the academy. I keep
Yeah.
telling you that. It's just one more season.
If worst comes to worst, I just put it in a ponytail.
I did it. I chopped off a good. Of her
Why don't you
hair.
take a picture with your phone and show it to your
my
mom?
Her phone's up. My phone's over there. I actually would like to see the picture. Sorry.
Not the pixels.
No, not the blurry image you call telephone.
Look.
That looks pretty good for you. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
You should like go a little bit right there.
All right, we'll get back to you guys.
That's not
And we
bad,
should
though.
say, Austin, what
You
are we
see what
doing
I'm
here?
talking about, right?
This will be a work in progress because we won't finish today.
We're completing the puzzle that is Star Wars. Look at this.
You're completing a quest that was began a long time ago. A great quest. This puzzle, Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
All right,
He's a Star Wars.
we'll get back to it.
Okay.
And there they go to Wendy's.
Bye. Ew.
Hey, look at that. That's the back of the beach house. 6601 Beach Boulevard. Not near the beach, but on Beach Boulevard, right, Rachel?
Right.
And this is where we used to live. That building there was the antique store, and that's the back door. There was a little apartment there. This is the house. It used to come out a little further, but it wasn't very well done. It was an addition they added late, so they took it out, and it looks really nice. This is where we got married, right here. We got married here 26 years ago, and we buried a dog behind there. Like, it's hey, the bench is gone. The Knott's characters? Yeah. But yeah, this is the Buena Park Tourism Office now. Of course, it's closed. But this is where we used to live. All those pictures from our wedding are from right in this area. The car was parked right there. The reception area was here. We got married right here 26 years ago. That is not the garage that was here. It was a regular garage with an apartment on it, and they tore it down and put up whatever that is. But we were married right there. Right there. They've paved over to make a parking lot, but this is where we got married, right here. Welcome to Buena Park, folks, where nothing is open. Nothing is open here. We came to go here. This is the house next door, which has become a really nice restaurant. And we came to eat there, but even though their website says they're open for delivery and takeout, they are not open. There is nobody there. So there it is. We are sitting in the Target parking lot, eating our Kentucky Fried Chicken
Yes, because we have no choice now.
because the other place was closed. So the beat goes on here in Buena Park. Shutdown capital of the world. Hello.
Hello. I got chocolate cake.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that? And you gonna
I'm
eat
going to eat it.
What's all this then?
I'm going to eat it. Luna, come here. Can you talk in a British accent?
No.
Even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
Oh, that's bad. It doesn't sound that guinea
No,
pig.
come over here and talk as Stitch.
Stitch.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not as rubbish, but it's not
All right.
quite the best.
Obama means family.
Obama?
Obama
Did you
meets
say
family,
Obama?
huh?
Did you say Obama? Obama means family.
Obama means family.
I don't think that's the quote.
Can I help you with something, ma'am?
I don't want to put this big box back in the refrigerator for that. Is there something I can put that in?
Is there?
I don't know. You tell me. That's why I'm
I
asking.
took his chair.
Oh, yeah, I took it
Ew,
in
why is it warm?
My dad is warm.
Why is the chair warm?
Because I'm very
You
sweaty.
have heaters in it.
I'm very sweaty.
It's disgusting. The whole internet that.
My cheeks radiate heat.
You're making it worse with every sentence.
I haven't been able to access my
Yeah,
water.
look at that shit. I'm so
You're
good.
so
I
good.
take care
You
of
can't
myself.
curse on the show.
Mummy,
Too damn bad.
you said the cuss word. That's not allowed. It's not allowed at all.
Well, this is the progress we've made today. We have some major players put together.
But it's getting dark, and I'm losing eyesight.
Yeah, it's getting too dark out
I
here to
can't
do it.
when it's this dim. I'm
It's also
struggling.
cold. There's a wind.
And it is getting cold tonight. Look at that.
That didn't work.
Went through our heat. This is Leia. Okay.
Oh, you want to talk about books, Austin?
Huh?
Books.
Oh yeah. Oh, are we recording?
You want to talk about Chicks Man?
What? Well,
Yeah.
let me know when we go live.
We are. It's not really live, but we are recording.
Oh, you said there was a hiccup. We're recording right now?
Hmm?
This is being
hiccup.
recorded.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're watching, you're looking at now.
Okay, I was confused. Yes, I have books. What day is it?
Tuesday.
58.
Day 58. Oh, are we ending the show at 60?
We might. I'm
I don't
losing
know.
patience with it.
Yeah.
This takes all day to edit.
Yeah.
Daily shows are going to kill me.
And I'm going to be going into summer in just a few weeks, and that means I work 10-hour days. I don't think I could do anything on a 10-hour day
So
other
it's,
than
it's
collapse
coming
on
to
the
a
couch.
close.
Unfortunately.
Let's aim for 60 and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could always do specials when something exciting happens, when something opens up, when we go somewhere, as life has milestones. But right now, there ain't no milestones to be had.
I've decided I will be moving out of California before the end of the year.
Yeah.
That will be happening very soon. Okay, so books. I got a bunch of books here on making comic books. Josie, you said these didn't count as books.
They don't.
Why not?
Because they're how-to. That's not a book. Nobody's going to pick it up and read it.
That's not really what
Austin reads
these.
them.
Yeah, I mean this.
That's
the-
just Austin's adore.
Well, the first two books here are a bit more traditional. This is Alan Mackenzie's How to Draw and Sell Comics.
Not to be confused with the other Mackenzie.
I got this many years ago, and it's pretty good. It gives you all the basics. It's pretty limited in what it shows you.
My balls are hurting.
Because it's a bit lower budget, it can't provide examples from like mainstream comic books. So it's got a lot of indie stuff on there, like what's the name of this indie comic here? It's like it was in the 90s. It's got a samurai girl.
Oh, man.
Samurai Girl?
Yeah.
Can
What-
you hold this for a second? While
You
I
know,
have some-
it's-
I'm going to have some cake.
Ah,
A samurai.
making me do
oh,
this?
she.
Yeah, and 2000 AD.
Bill,
Judge Dredd.
Bill Tucci.
Yeah. But no, it's very good. It's very concise. It does have a lot of reading, so if you're not like me and you don't like reading this type of thing front to cover, maybe it's not your sort of thing. But if you
Front
see one
to
of
cover?
these, huh?
Front to
Front to back.
cover.
I mean, cover to back.
It's day 58. We're all a little tired.
We're all uptight
Yeah.
today. Can you tell?
This is. I had to bring out
This
the
ain't
real
no
OG,
weekend.
right? Like I can't talk about great books on how to make comics without talking
This
about
looks important.
Will Eisner's comics and sequential art.
Say that
Kinda-
word again.
Comics and sequential
No,
art.
the word.
Will Eisner?
No. Say that one word again.
Will
one-
Eisner's comics and
That
sequential
one.
art?
That word.
Comics
The one underneath it.
and
The one underneath that.
the sequential.
That one. Can you say that again?
Sequential. Great. Once again, another
Do
one.
people watch this?
I don't know who.
Will Eisner was one of the true innovators of the comics medium. He walked on the spirit in the 1930s and 40s and really pushed the boundaries of comics. That they weren't just
This is so boring.
throwaway material for kids. Someone out there finds this interesting.
No one.
No one finds the
You.
history of comics
You
interesting.
do.
comics are a big fascination of mine, but I don't read like regular standard comic books. I like graphic novels. I'm a big graphic novel fan. You probably know that because I reviewed them for the first 30 days of the show was a graphic novel a day. But this, my friend, is the Holy Bible. I found this at swap meets. I want to say 5 years ago for $1. Best choice I ever made.
Best.
This is the book that made me want to take my art seriously. This is the book that made me want to go out of my way to make
You're
comics.
swallowing really loudly when the
sorry.
camera's right next to you.
Sorry.
This is Making Comics by Scott McCloud. It's about 15 years old. I think it came out in
That's so
2006.
cool.
And it hasn't aged a day. Everything in this book holds true.
Period.
But unlike some of these textbooks, which are just that, textbooks, this tells it in a very fun and interesting way. McCloud sort of, it's a graphic novel about making comics. He goes into his own life and he really breaks down the comics medium. He's done 2 of them. The original one was Understanding Comics from '93. This was a very successful book that kind of made waves in the comic book scene. And it is very good. If you like reading comics, this will tell you a lot about the comic book medium. But I do feel like this is the better book because it's one of those books that really makes you want to make something.
Mom, why is your camera light on?
Oh, I was trying to see the puzzle pieces.
What makes this
Dark
book
out here.
so good is that it tells you comic
my
books
God.
is not about drawing realistic anatomy. It's not about drawing skill. It's not about perspective. It's a form of graphic art.
That's so cool.
Comic book
Oh my
is
God.
flow, right? It's the idea of time, substituting time for space. Because unlike a movie or even music where it flows and has rhythm, a comic book at the end of the day is just paper. And the rhythm and flow of a comic book is entirely in the design. So
Oh my
this
God.
will tell you how to really make a comic book. Not about drawing realistic people or even good action. It's about communication.
Yay!
He goes into
Oh.
telling good comedy with comics, good scenes, and great dialogue. I reviewed Scott McCloud's Zot as one of the very first reviews on the show. Zot was his graphic novel. And one thing I love about Zot is how it portrayed teenagers so incredibly accurately. And I wanted to know, how did he do it? How did he make his teenagers sound so real in the comic? And this goes into that. It really gives you tips on how to write real stories with emotion and weight. And
That's so
stories
cool.
that are
Did
not
we lose all of our
necessarily
audience?
spectacle
Everybody
in
clicked off.
realistic artwork, but spectacle in precise storytelling. I owe so much to Scott McCloud.
Oh my God. Okay.
If I ever met him, I don't even know what I would
Is
say.
anybody still
He's
listening?
one of those people that if I saw him, I would be
If
nervous.
you're listening, leave
He
a
means
like.
so much to me. He means so much.
I'm
to me.
not horrible.
A little bit.
Everything I've drawn is inspired by McCloud's work. I'm a
Oh
big
my
fan
God.
of his. I'm gonna go to my website here. And show it one
It's
more
always
time.
it's always the website. He's always gonna go to his website. It's always his website.
Station.com/gootfox. You can read my comic books there. I have my children's book, Rudy Writes a Song, my comic book, Heart of Winter, and I recently remastered and redid a comic book I made 3 years ago called Splatoon Enemy
important.
Targeted Splatoon Fan. Just call it Splatoon Fan Comic. We'll just call it Splatoon Fan Comic. I made this when I was 16, and it's essentially a comic book based off the video game Splatoon. It was my first real attempt at a comic book that used all of McCloud's storytelling. So, it's rough around the edges, it's not perfect, and it has its flaws. My second comic I would work on, Heart of Winter, I would really try to play with all the things McCloud taught me, like using the environment to tell a story, really focusing on good, strong backgrounds that, even though my backgrounds don't have very good perspective, they tell a story and they have character to them.
Oh my God.
Look,
it's Chewbacca.
If there's anything I've learned from McCloud, it's that comic books, are not just like biff, pow, bang, bop. You can do things with comic books that you can't really do with cartoons and movies. And that's why I love the medium of comics so much. I could go on and on about comics
We
and
know. We
McCloud
can tell.
and These books are great.
Mm.
You can find them at any bookstore. They're still sold today. They're still printed.
Yes.
I think you can even go to scottmcleod.com and still order them directly from him.
Period.
You need to get these books, even if you just have a passing interest in comics. Definitely pick up this one here if you're a casual reader, and this one here if you make artwork and want to actually produce some comics. They are very good and very strong works. And that's my book review.
I blame the state. Many frustrated to be the most popular destination.
Yes. I like Arizona. I'm
Frustrated
considering
California's
Arizona or
moved
Nevada.
out.
It's time to leave. I will be leaving before the end of this year. I've decided.